So one of the pranayama or breathwork practices that I love to incorporate into my practice, and what this really helped me realize and awaken within myself in a greater way, or to feel in a greater way, was to understand more of how we connect to the energy that's within us and to feel the purity of the energy that moves through us. And so this really helped me as I started the practice. This practice specifically is called nadi shodhana, and this practice really helped. It's called alternate nostril breathing, nadi shodhana. And so this practice really helped me to feel a greater clarity within myself. So when I started doing this practice, I started to notice that my airways weren't fully open. And so as I practiced more, I noticed greater opening of my airways, clarity within myself, and how I started to consciously work with feeling this in a greater way within me, and just understand ourselves in a greater way. So as we connect to this, we start to feel this in a greater way, and it starts to allow us to understand more of ourselves and feel this in a greater way within ourselves. So connecting to more of the purity of the energy that runs through us, and it helped me to awaken to understand that greater immunity within myself, and to understand the purity of the energy that moves through us, and to feel this in a greater way, more open, like I said, in my airways. And I talk about, greater immunity and how it's been years since I've been sick, but just to really feel even through us the purity and the openness in our body. So I begin by taking my right thumb to my right nostril. If you're left-handed, you can do the opposite. I take my index finger, middle finger. You have the option to bring it inside the palm, keeping it pointed, or some people like to put it on their third eye is another option. And then taking the ring finger and the pinky finger, and that's going to go over the left nostril. So we're going to switch between right and left nostril. We're going to do an in count for 4, right up into the forehead or third eye area. So drawing the energy up through that right airway, all the way up, feeling that energy moving up that right side, right into the third eye. We're going to hold here for 4, and we're going to exhale for 4 outside the left side of the body, left nostril. Inhale for 4, back up. Hold for 4, out for 4, inhale for 4. And so we're going to do this a few times, and we're just going to really feel, again, more of that clarity and openness through our airways, more of that health and the purity of the energy that moves through us. So covering the right nostril. Inhale for 4 through the left. Drawing the energy up through to the third eye, forehead. Hold for 4. We're going to switch nostrils. Hold for 4. We're going to exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold. Switch. Exhale for 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Switch. Exhale. You're really feeling that through all the way up through that airway. Inhale. Hold. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. And then we're going to release and just feel as that energy is up into that third eye area. So you feel this greater sense of focus there, clarity, vibrance of the energy that moves through us, more open through the airways. And so really, I remember the first time I practiced this, like I said, I noticed that there was not fully open, and the practice really allowed me to feel in a greater way that energy move through me, feel the purity of the energy that is within me and the beauty of that, and to feel, again, more of that health and vibrance that is within us and the purity of that. and just that deeper understanding and connection to ourselves in this way, and really feeling the energy move through us, which is beautiful as we connect to this in a greater way. So this is just one of the practices that I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If you would love more information, you can click to join the Awakening Your Divine Self course, which is really about awakening to greater feeling, connection, love, health, and just deeper understanding of ourself in yoga. And yoga brings these practices to bring this greater awareness to more of ourselves, to connect to ourselves in a greater way, to feel more of this. And so that's the beauty of the practice and the awareness that comes from it. Like I said, deeper connection, more awakening to greater health and understanding of that immunity that runs through us, feeling this in a greater way. And so there's beauty in these practices and what that awakens within us. So thank you so much for joining. Much love, guys.